Welcome to the YouTube channel. So now we are going to talk about Segnaletica Orizzontale. Segnaletica Orizzontale. So in just 10 seconds, 20 seconds, we'll be starting it, okay? Okay, so with the Segnaletica Orizzontale, it's just talking about the paintings on the asphalt, on the road. Okay, the signs that are being designed on the road. So now we are going to check all the signs. So Segnaletica Orizzontale, as we can see, the white lines tratteggiata is just dividing each and individual lanes. And then we have also the Isola di Traffico, which is the white one, okay, on the right side, that gives us understanding on where we have to circulate on this kind and type of road. Now let's proceed. Another Segnaletica Orizzontale is the parking, the cella di parcheggio, which is the rectangles painting that actually shows the parking blue, which is under payment, parking under payment, then the white, which is the free parking, and the yellow parking, okay, the yellow rectangles, probably it is for disabled vehicles or only specific authorized vehicles to park there, okay, with a specific authorization, of course. Iscrizioni regolamentari, which is ordinary laws concerning the Segnaletica Orizzontale, how we have to comport ourselves on the Segnaletica Orizzontale. So let's check them out. So when we see the written word bus, meaning this is the lane for bus, okay? So the yellow one represents a parking, okay, or the stopping, specifically the stopping, okay, the stopping for the bus, not for other vehicles, but specifically the stopping for the bus, okay. So only buses are allowed to pass there. The written word taxi in yellow, it is the stopping for the taxi, so that the civilians can enter the vehicle that are taxis. Rallentare, when we see the written word rallentare, meaning we have to reduce our speed on this lane. I repeat, when we see the written word rallentare, meaning we have to reduce our speed. SS412. Allora, the SS412 Pavia is strada statale. SS is strada statale. So the strada statale number 412. Strada statale number 412. It's leading us to the city called Pavia. To the city called Pavia. Is that clear? So the Segnaletica Orizzontale designed on the floor is just showing us the direction to take on the right side. Okay. What are we seeing here? The Segnaletica Orizzontale, which is stop, and the linea trasversale, which is the thick white line. The thick white line exactly in front of the stop. So we have to stop in the presence of the sign stop, and also as we have the written word stop. So that's exactly where we ought to stop. The written letter XPL, XPL, representing passaggio a livello, passaggio a livello, which is the crossing of the train line without barrier. I repeat, crossing of the train line without barrier. Now we are going to go through what we are seeing here. The meaning of each one of these. There are many. The different kinds and types of road, how you have to comport yourself. We will be diving into these ones. Okay. Let me drink some water because this one is many. Just 20 seconds. Okay. Okay. So let's check out the different kinds and types of road and how we have to, of course, comport ourselves. The first one is strisce lungo il centro della carreggiata. The white line in the middle of the carriageway, the meaning of it. What does it mean? It just divides the carreggiata so that we know that this carreggiata has due corsie. So the first one, it is a carreggiata that has due corsie. The second one, the one below, also has due corsie. One carreggiata with due corsie. What is the difference between the two? The first one on top, which the line that divides the carreggiata is continua, it simply means, listen carefully, it simply means if you want to do overtaking, you can do it. But you cannot do overtaking by crossing in the opposite direction road. You cannot do overtaking by entering in the opposite direction road. That is the meaning of the first straight line. The second one below, in this case, it changes. You can do overtaking by entering in the opposite direction. Why is that so? Because the line is tratteggiata. The line is what? Tratteggiata. That's the meaning of the one below, or the carreggiata below, with the linea tratteggiata. Is that clear? So here it is. Doppio senso di circolazione. Okay. Two lanes. And here, this is the other one. You see? You can do overtaking by entering in the opposite direction. So you see, it's not anything strange. These are all things you know. Okay. This panel also showing us how the vehicles must circulate, meaning cars can circulate on the left lane and also on the right lane. But camion, articulated lorries can circulate only, I repeat, only on the right lane, which is camion. Is that clear for everyone? The camion can circulate only on the right lane. Striscia bianca discontinua al centro della carreggiata. Striscia bianca discontinua al centro della carreggiata, which is the discontinuous line in the middle of the carriageway. Here it is again. I've already shown you what it allows you to do, which is allow you to do overtaking by entering in the opposite direction. Okay. Very good. Of course, you can enter in the opposite direction so far as there are no other vehicles coming from the opposite direction. Is that clear? Do not get it twisted, okay? When the line is discontinuous, it allows you to turn to the left or to the right where it is allowed, because the line is discontinua, which is tratteggiata. Very simple. When the line is tratteggiata, it allows you to do a U-turn. I repeat, when the line is discontinuous or tratteggiata, it allows you to do a U-turn on the carreggiata. Because the line dividing the carreggiata is what? Tratteggiata, which is discontinuous. The line being discontinuous does not allow you to circulate in the on top of it. The line being discontinuous non ti autorizza a circolare a cavallo di esso. La linea discontinua non ti autorizza a circolare a cavallo di esso. That's how the question goes. So it does not allow you to circulate on top of the discontinuous line, even though it is tratteggiata. Okay, linea tratteggiata. Let me remove. Okay, this one is a senso unico, one sense of circulation road. So we cannot do a U-turn, even though the line dividing the carreggiata is what? Discontinua. So in this case, we cannot do the U-turn. Why? Because the road is a one-way direction road. Before the curve, when we can see well ahead of us, when we can see well ahead of us, of the road, before the curve, we are allowed to do overtaking. So, but when we get to the curve, we are not allowed to make any overtakings. Is that clear? This one is the climbing road. Okay, we are allowed to do that overtaking because it's not a dosso. Because it's not what? A dosso. And also because we can see ahead of us. And the line dividing the carreggiata, again, it is discontinua, which is tratteggiata. So the line tratteggiata road can be in the city. Okay. Now, the motorbike is not allowed to do overtaking by passing on the left and right of the other vehicles that are stopped for the case to cross. Like I said before, you cannot do a U-turn because it is senso unico. Okay. Striscia bianca discontinua al centro della carreggiata, which is the continuous line in the middle of the carriageway. What does it mean? What does it allow us to do? Here it is. Like I said before, you cannot do any overtaking by entering in the opposite direction. But does not prohibit you for doing the overtaking. Don't get it twisted. So you see, you can do overtaking, but you must not enter in the opposite direction because the line is continua. Very good. So here it is, double direction road. Very good. It is also found at the dosso, that's the climbing of a bumping, artificial bumping, or a natural one. It is also located at the zebra crossing of pedestrians. Okay, so again, we cannot do a U-turn on this type of road. We cannot circulate a cavallo. Non possiamo circolare a cavallo di esso. Non possiamo circolare a cavallo di esso. We cannot circulate on top of the continuous line. Imagine, you are not allowed to overtake it. Imagine circulating on top of it. Okay, let me show you again. Imagine circulating on top of it. It's absolutely not allowed. Are you learning something? Are you gaining some knowledge here? Let's move forward. Now, it's very clear that this topic, we can't finish it today because the thing is very long. It's very long. Doppia striscia bianca continua al centro della carreggiata, which is a double continuous line. A double continuous line. Let's see the things we are allowed to do on this type of road. So, you may think it is a due carreggiate. Meanwhile, it is one carreggiata. One carreggiata with two lanes for each sense of circulation. One carreggiata with two lanes for each sense of circulation. That's the type of road that we are watching. Okay? Una carreggiata con due corsie per ogni senso di marcia. When or wherever the line is a double line, we cannot overtake the double line, and we cannot do overtaking by crossing on the double line. Good evening, Mr. Godwin. How are you doing? Okay. So you see, so far as you are not crossing over the double continuous line, you can do overtaking. Very simple. So you see, it is not allowed to cross it. To cross what? The double continuous line. So the blue car is turning to the left, but it is prohibited. If they catch you, you know multa. We can also find it and locate, because it can be located on a sharp curve. And this curve is two lanes for each sense of circulation. The U-turn is not allowed. Very good. The same double continuous line can have in the middle reflectors, so that at night we can know that it is a double continuous line. That's the purpose of the reflectors. Striscia continua centrale affiancata alla sua sinistra da una striscia discontinua. I repeat, striscia continua centrale affiancata alla sua sinistra da una striscia discontinua, meaning a carreggiata that has a continuous line attached with a discontinuous line. A continuous line attached with a discontinuous line. Let's see where we can find these two lines together. We can find it at the intersection whereby the blue car is not allowed to cross over. Okay, it's not allowed to cross over to the other side because the line is continuous. The line is what? Continuous. Okay. And on this type of road, of course, also the blue car cannot even do a U-turn as well. So you see, that's how it proceeds. You can go only straight. You cannot do a U-turn. You can go only straight. So these are the places where they are located. On a dorsal, on a sharp curve, at the crossing of the train line. Striscia discontinua centrale, affiancata alla sua sinistra da una striscia continua. Now you may think it's the same, meanwhile it is different. It says striscia discontinua centrale, affiancata alla sua sinistra da una striscia continua. So now let's see when the discontinuous line is on the left side. Let's see the differences So you see, this is how it is. Where the ASHCA is, you see that the discontinuous line is on the side of the vehicle. So in this case, the ASHCA can enter in the opposite direction because the first line dividing the carreggiata is what? Tratteggiata, which is discontinuous. Okay, so you see, you can make overtaking by entering in the opposite direction because the first line is discontinua. Very good. You can see it when the curve is ended and then you are getting to a straight road. That is where you see the discontinuous are together with the discontinuous together with the continuous. When you have crossed the cross passage a livello and when you have descended from the dorso, which is the bumping. Striscia bianca laterale continua che separa la carreggiata dalla corsia di emergenza. I repeat, striscia bianca laterale continua che separa la carreggiata dalla corsia di emergenza. Which is what? Side continuous line that separates the carreggiata from what? From a emergency lane, that is the corsia di emergenza. Let's see in reality. So here it is. So the corsia di emergenza, what are we not allowed to do there? To circulate, because it cannot be used for ordinary circulation. But it is used for emergency purposes. So you see, there is a police car there, there is an ambulance, probably because there has been an accident or something has happened. But the blue car is red because it has to get out of there. It cannot circulate there. On the corsia di emergenza. So here it is, corsia di emergenza, like I said, only for emergency purposes. When you are not feeling well, you're feeling dizzy, or when there's fault with your vehicle, that's where you stop the vehicle on the corsia di emergenza, which can be found on the autostrada, okay? Are you learning something? Massimo 3 ore, which is the corsia di emergenza. On the corsia di emergenza, how long can you stay there? 3 hours. You can park there for how long? 3 hours, not more. Okay. You can stop there, like I said, or park there for 3 hours, not more. Now, striscia bianca laterale discontinua. Let's see what the striscia laterale discontinua is used for in reality, okay? Let's jump on it right now. Striscia bianca discontinua laterale can be used to separate the piazzola di sosta. Piazzola di sosta is where we can park for some few hours and then do what? Continue our journey. Why are we parking there? Maybe there's fault with your vehicle or you are not feeling well. It almost works like the corsia di emergenza. That's all. Okay, this one is blue because it is the tangenziale. The one with on the autostrada, the color is what? Is green. Okay, the one with the autostrada, the color of the Piazzola di Sosta is green. Now, corsia di accelerazione, it also has the linea tratteggiata as you're about to enter on the main road or on the autostrada or on the extraurbana principale. It's also being used to separate the main road, which is the road that has diritto di precedenza, from the incrocio of road that do not have the right of precedence. In this case, we are talking about the red car and the yellow one. Is that clear? So the blue one is the one on the thick black line. So it is the lane which we consider as the main road, which has the right of precedence. Passo carabile, also it has the linea discontinua, separating the main carreggiata from the private property. It's very simple. Striscia di guida sulle intersezioni, which is the lanes. Okay, how the lanes are being separated by the driving lines. Okay, by the driving lines. Let's check it out. The main purpose of these lines. So, in this situation, watch it carefully because this type of sign in the quiz, I see many people mistaking it. When you are turning in such an intersection, do you see that the blue car, I'm talking about the blue car that is turning to the left side. Are you watching it? The blue car that is turning to the left side, the right side is at the center of the intersection. The right side of the blue car, it is at the center of the intersection. This is how the blue car must turn to the left side. This is the right way. So the question will refer to you that the right side of the blue car, when crossing the intersection, turning to the left side, the right side must be at the center of the intersection. In that case, the answer is zero because the same thing applies to the red car. So the red car, when turning to the left side, because if we are inside the red car, that will be showing us that we are turning to the left side. The right side of the red car is where the red dot is, that is at the center of the intersection. Do you understand this intersection? Yes or no? Allora, let's move forward. So this is very important that we get it right. If not, it is a disaster. I realize many people get it wrong when it gets to this kind of encroachment. The linear discontinua can be also used to design a isola di traffico. Okay, in the middle. So when the line is strateggiata in this manner, where or what are the directions that the vehicle B can go? Everything is here. So the B can do what? Can turn to the right side and can also go to the left, entering in the lane of the red car. Because the linea is strateggiata. What are the directions allowed for the red car to also go? To turn to the left and to go straight. What are the directions allowed for the blue car to go, which is the letter C? Is for the blue car can go straight or turn to the right. Do you understand what I'm showing you? Yes or no? Ok. Segnaletica che rappresenta un'isola di traffico. Now, let's see the Segnaletica that actually designs the isola di traffico. What are we allowed to do in these situations? So here you see it very clear. Look at this animation. Kai. You don't get this anywhere. You will not get it anywhere. You yourself, you know it. Look at this animation. Hey. My days. The Ashka can only go to the right, not like before. Okay. The other Ashka also can only go to the right. The blue car can only go straight, not turn. The blue car can only go straight. The blue car is not allowed to turn. Wow. I know you are loving this animation. I hope you know it is not free. That thing is not free, yo. Yo. Everything has a price, though. Even the talking I'm talking, it has a price. Lord have mercy. Okay, so now let's see. Oh. So do not forget. Okay, so in this situation too, you see, it's the same thing. It's just showing us that the A can only go straight. The B can only turn to the right. The C can only turn to the right alone. It's very simple. It's very simple. Abraham Abeka, you are asking a question here. La striscia discontinua su isola di traffico può essere sorpassato, vero o falso? Abraham Abeka, what do you think? What is the answer of that question? Let me project it here. This is the question of Mr. Abraham Abeka. He's asking a question. He says, la striscia discontinua sull'isola di traffico può essere sorpassata, vero o falso? Okay. Who says it is vero and who says it is falso? Abraham, why are you testing me? Why are you testing me? Abraham. Okay, so some people say Vero, some people say, yeah, we have only Vero answers here. So actually, Abraham's question is referred to the first one that we saw. because it is the discontinua one. So it says la striscia discontinua sull'isola di traffico can be overtaken. So according to what I've taught right now, Mr. Abraham, you can know the answer exactly by what I've taught, whether it is vera or falso. Do you understand, Mr. Abraham? Okay, let's move forward. Yeah, Madam Jane says vera because it is discontinua. Augustina also says vera. Okay, well done, everyone. So do not forget the meaning of this one, whereby the B can only go to the right side, the C only to the right side, and the A can only go straight. Do not forget one thing, that the isola di traffico there cannot be overtaken. Okay, the isola di traffico we see there cannot be what? Overtaken. Okay, or crossed. Striscia trasversale continua. So the linear transversale continua, it is the white thick line. White thick line. This is it. Okay, it is the white thick line where we have to stop our vehicle. Okay, at an intersection. Okay, at any intersection actually. So it's exactly where we have to stop our vehicle. Now, people, you tell me if the graphics you are seeing here, if the animation here is not beautiful. If you think it is beautiful, write it is nice. You just write it is nice in the comment section. Write it is nice. Let me know you are here with me. Let me see if I can get 20 people to write it is nice, or 20 people to just write yes. Let me see if I can get these 20 people. Okay, we have one here, Mr. Mike. We have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. We have 14. Let's 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18. Remaining only 2. 19. 19. Remaining 1. 20. Okay, we did it. 20, 21. Very good. 22. Good. So, again, the linear transversale is the same thing here too. Okay, it's the same thing here too. It's the same thing here. And it's just where we have to stop. Okay, the linear transversal. So please, the animation is so that you can picture what you're about to read in the question. Because when we start with the topics, the quiz of the topics, it will be so easy. It will be so easy. You see the linear transversale. I want you to picture it in your head. Everything we are seeing is because so that in the question, you can picture it in your head. This is why this is vera. This is why this is false. So simple. Okay. So if you want to watch any movie, you watch this. This is the new movie in the system now. This one should be your movie until you pass your exams. Segnaletica nei pressi di un passaggio a livello. So this one is the Segnaletica position at the crossing of the train line. So the PL, which you have seen before, simply means passaggio a livello, crossing of train line, without what? Barriers. Without what? Barriers, okay? Passaggio a livello. Corsie di preselezione, which is the lane of pre-selection, okay? So this is how it works. Come on, look at this. Look at the thing. Kai, 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 Kai. Look at this. Omo, Mr. Wisely. Omo, look at this. Ay, look at that. You don't need me to say anything watching this because you understand everything just by watching it. You understand everything. It's just telling us, according to the arrows, if the arrow is indicating straight and right, it means the right corsia can go straight and right. The middle corsia can only go straight. The corsia on the left can only go to the left or straight. Simple. Finito. Finito. Finido. 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 Come on. You don't want this. What do you want? Very, very simple, man. I don't know what you want me to do again. Okay. So let's move forward again. Now in the quiz, I want you to be careful here. This sign in the quiz, it may appear without the arrows within the lanes. If the arrows, if the intersection appears, okay, you wait. I want to show you something because I want to show you something here. I want you to understand exactly what I'm thinking, because if you don't get it right, it is trouble. We will just be wasting time here. Let me show you what I'm thinking. Okay, eccolo qua. Eccolo. I want to show you something very fast, which I'm not supposed to do, but because of, so that some may not get some things twisted. I want you to understand exactly what I'm about to say, so that your mind, okay, this one. Just 1 second, I'll show you what I want you to see right now. Okay, here it is. 1 second, I want to show you something. Okay, so what's this? This is what I want to show you. Look at the question. Are you seeing the screen? Now, the question here, let me maximize it a little bit. Now, I want to know if you can see the screen. Can you see the screen? Can you see the question? If you can see, just write yes, yes, and let's move forward. I want to show you something. I'm not supposed to do the quiz now, but I just want you to remember something. Okay, good. Now, look at how the question says. It says the same thing I showed you right now. Look at how the question comes. It says, In presenza della segnaletica in figura, la corsia C è l'unica che consente di svoltare a destra. So here it is. It says the lane C is the only one that allows you to turn where? To the left. Okay? It's the only one that allows you to turn to where? To the left. Let's see the question again. Oh, sorry, it says allows you to turn to the right. Okay, it says in presenza della segnaletica in figura, la corsia C è l'unica che consente di svoltare a destra. Sorry, di svoltare a destra. Now, watch this. Is it true that the C is the only one that allows you to turn to the right? Okay, that is vero. Okay, good. Fine. Now let's go to the other one. This one was easy. Let's go to this one. Here it says, le corsie A, B e C rappresentate in figura consentono al conducente di andare in tutte le direzioni. So it says, the lanes A, B, and C allows you to go to all the directions. Is that true? Do not get it twisted, because this one we have done it before. So I'm not expecting anyone to mistake it. Very good. Abraham Becker says falso. Isa falso. Amidu Koroma falso. Esther Ashima Ashiha falso. Godwin Etiosa, it is not vero, it is falso. Karim. Okay. Now this one, the answer is falso, because the lane A, B, and C, each one is going at a direction. Watch it carefully. Each one is going at a specific direction. The A is going to the left alone. The B is going to the left and to the right. But the C is going only to the right side. So the reason why the answer of this one is falso. Well done, Madam Helen. I was expecting you to correct yourself. So you have done it. Well done. The reason why the answer here is falso is because none of the arrows is going straight. None of the arrows is going what? Straight. Very good. Okay, now let's go back to the theory. I just wanted you to see some of the questions of this thing. So let's go back to the game. So it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, let's move forward from this encroach. So you see, the lane on the right side can only go straight or turn to the right. The one in the middle goes straight. Now, another crazy intersection. Frecce direzionali nelle corsie di preselezione. Frecce direzionali nelle corsie di preselezione. So here, what are they talking about? It is the lanes that allows us to circulate in a certain way. So you see, do you see this one here? What are they teaching us here? When you want to change the lane, you have to make sure the line that divides the lane in which you want to go, it is what? Tratteggiata. Well done, Madam Helen. So you realize that if you want to change the lane, you have to make sure the lane that you want to choose, before choosing it, make sure that the line that divides the carreggiata or the corsia that you want to enter, it is what? Tratteggiata. Okay, tratteggiata. When the line becomes continuous like this, in this situation, you cannot change the lane anymore. I repeat, when the line becomes continuous, you cannot change lane anymore. Very good. So it's very important that we change the lane only when the line is tratteggiata. If not, it is trouble. Let us not forget it. Very good. So the lane that you have chosen, if you choose the left one, you can go only to the left. If you choose the middle one, you can go straight or to the left side. If you choose the right one, you can either go straight or to the right side. So you see, this is how it works. You see, the A is going to the left, the B can go to the left or straight, and the C can go to the right or straight as well. Very good. I believe the understanding is clear now for everyone. So the same thing here. You change the lane before the line becomes continuous. Okay, if you are on the right side, turn to the right. If you are in the middle, you can either turn to the right or, let me take it again. If you are in the middle, you can either go to the right or to the left. If you're on the left lane, you can turn only to the left side. Is that clear for everyone? Yes or no? Don't worry, I know it is clear. Thank you all for watching. We can continue again this theory. We will have to take it again another time. It is very long, very, very long. Segnaletica Orizzontale. It is very long. So you see, it's 1 hour. We have not ended this theory. This one is very long. So we are going to pause it here for today. God bless you all for joining up to this time. Okay, God bless you. See you the next time. Tomorrow we are going to proceed with the program starting from 9 a.m. Okay, to exactly the time that I've sent you. That is for those that are part of the group. God bless you all. I love you. Ciao.